Okay, so welcome to all of you on the Grammar Day, and today we are going to discuss active and passive voice. Before starting this topic, I'm going to ask, if I ask, what is the structure of an active voice? What is the structure of an active voice? Yes, can anyone tell me what is the structure of an active? Dekho, there are the two types of voice. There are the two types of voice. One is active voice and one is passive voice.
Yes.
Now my question is, okay, now, before starting this, my question is, what do you mean by voice? Voice से क्या मतलब समझते हैं? What do you mean by voice? Any idea?
The
Voice.
way of talking,
हाँ, yes, Chetan?
the way of talking, how we are talking.
Yes, very good. Voice means the way we are speaking. The way we are speaking, that is called the voice. So there are only two ways of speaking. Either we speak in active way or either we speak in passive way. Okay. And there are only two types of voices. One is called the active voice and second is called the passive voice. Okay. There are only two types of voices. There are only two types of ways in which we speak. One is active and one is passive. Right. Now, if I ask, what is the structure of an active voice? क्या स्ट्रक्चर होता है एक्टिव वॉइस का? सपोज आई वांट टू स्पीक इन एक्टिव वॉइस, सो डेफिनेटली आई हैव टू फॉलो सम स्ट्रक्चर. सो कैन एनीवन टेल मी व्हाट इज द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ एन एक्टिव वॉइस?
Ma'am, it is same as tense. What type of structure are there? It
ओके
is
ओके, हाँ, अभिषेक, जस्ट लेट मी नो द स्ट्रक्चर.
like in present indefinite, subject plus V1 oblique V5.
Subject plus verb. Okay, verb
Okay,
changes according to the tenses. Verb changes
okay,
according to
ma'am.
the tenses.
Yes, ma'am.
Then
Plus object.
object. So this is the structure of an active voice. This is the structure of an active voice. Okay, this is the structure of an active voice. Why active voice? We give so much emphasis on the active voice because active voice are easy to construct. Active voice are very simple to understand. Active voice are easily understandable by any person. Okay, it is very precise. It is short. So that's why we focus most of the time on the active voice. Now the question is, if we know the sentences that are very easy to construct, if we know the sentences that are very easily understandable, if we know the sentences that are short and precise, then why we need the passive voice? मेरा काम चल रहा है ना इन सबसे. छोटे सेंटेंसेस इजीली बनाने आते हैं, इजीली अंडरस्टैंड हो जाते हैं. सो देन व्हाई वी नीड द पैसिव वॉइस? दिस इज द क्वेश्चन. दिस इज द एजेंडा ऑफ टुडेज सेशन. Are you guys getting what the question I am asking
Yes,
from you?
ma'am.
Right? Okay. Now, if I ask, which is the most important thing in active voice? Active voice में सबसे ज्यादा emphasize हम किसके ऊपर देते हैं? Okay, Abhishek, can you make any sentence of active voice? Any sentence.
Uh, she teaches her child.
She teaches her child. So you are emphasizing on she. You are emphasizing on she. So she
Yes,
is a subject. So whenever,
subject.
so now please note down, whenever we emphasize on the subject. Hi, Agnesh. Good to see you
Hello.
after a long time.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
How are you, man?
I'm good. I'm good. Okay. Mr. Prasad is, you are not at home, Mr. Prasad?
No, ma'am, I will reach in 10 minutes.
Okay, no issues, no issues. You can switch off your video. That is perfectly
Yes,
okay.
yes,
Right. So Yagnesh, welcome to the grammar session. And Yagnesh, we have just started active and passive.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So I hope that you will be regular from
Yes.
nowadays. Okay, very nice, very nice. Debu, what happened to you?
No, ma'am, it's okay.
अच्छा, नहीं, बिल्कुल कवर कर रखा था तो आई
वो
थॉट.
एक्चुअली एक
हाँ.
बॉयल है ना, मुंह में एक बॉयल हुआ है उसके लिए।
अच्छा, अरे देबू, सब चलता है. देर इज नो फीमेल ना एक्स्ट्रा जो इतना नोटिस करेंगे. मेल्स ज्यादा नोटिस करते हैं, फीमेल्स कोई नहीं नोटिस करते. ओके, डन. ओके, नाउ बैक टू द टॉपिक. वेयर वाज आई? My question is, Yagnesh, we have just started active and passive voice. We know what is active voice. Abhishek has just made one sentence. And I appreciate everyone, please make one sentence of an active voice so that I get to know ki whether you understand ki how to make the sentence of active voice. She teaches her child. This is a sentence of an active voice because it follows the structure subject plus verb plus object. Yes, any one sentence? Be quick. Any sentence which follows the active voice. Anyone?
He has gone to market.
He has gone to market. हाँ ठीक है. He has gone to
Yes, yes.
market. Perfectly okay. Subject plus verb plus object. Anyone? Chetan, Debu, Yagnesh, anyone?
He is going to watch the movie.
He is going. अच्छा he की जगह कोई नाम ले लो ना, वो ज्यादा अच्छा लगता है.
Ramesh is going to watch the movie.
ठीक है. Ramesh is going to watch a movie. Very good. Next.
Yeah, Gotham is playing in the garden.
Gotham is playing in the garden. Very good. Very good. So these are the sentences which follow the structure subject plus verb plus object. These are very easy to construct if you have the good knowledge of the tenses. Now the question is, if we know these types of sentences, so unnecessarily why we are learning another voice that is called the passive voice? This is the question. Now write down. When we want to give the emphasis on the subject, when we want to give the emphasis on the subject, then we need the active voice. When we want to give the emphasis on the subject, then we need the active voice. जब हम subjects को ऊपर emphasize करते हैं, then we need to construct that sentences into the active voice. But this is not mandatory, na, ki always we have to give the emphasis only on the subject. Sometimes we give the emphasis on the action, or we can say on the object. Then we make the sentences in which voice? Passive voice. Passive voice. Right? Subject के ऊपर emphasize है, so in which voice we have to construct the sentences? Bolo.
Inactive voice.
Active voice. Active
voice.
voice. When we give the emphasis on the object, in which voice we have to construct the sentences?
Passive.
Passive
voice.
voice. Passive voice. Second, when the subject is irrelevant for us. When the subject is irrelevant for us. Irrelevant मतलब हमारे को मतलब नहीं है कौन है subject. हमारे लिए सबसे ज्यादा important क्या है? हमारा object. Then in that case, we have to construct the sentences into the passive voice. Right? Let's for example. Suppose मेरी गाड़ी चोरी हो गई. ठीक है? I just go to the police station and मैं सिर्फ कंप्लेंट क्या करवाऊंगी कि मेरी गाड़ी चोरी हो गई है. Because for me, I don't know who is the subject. I don't know who is the subject, whether he's a thief or whether there's a gang. I don't know. For me, the subject is irrelevant. For me, the subject is unknown. But what is important for me? My car. My car. So how I make this sentence in the passive voice? My car has been stolen, full stop. So this
My car
sentence
is-
I have to construct in which voice? Passive.
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 Passive. We will definitely discuss the rules. I'm just giving you the examples. Okay. Next example.
Yes.
Suppose I'm taking. Suppose I live in a rented house and suddenly the rent of my house increased. Suppose I'm talking with my friend. I am saying कि यार मेरा ना घर का rent बढ़ गया है. So how I construct this sentence? The rent of my house has been increased. Because I don't know who has increased my rent. Either the RWA policy, either the government policies, either the landlord. I don't know who has increased my rent. But what is important for me? The rent of my house. That is an object. So when I have to give the emphasis on the object, I have to construct that sentence into the passive voice. When the subject is irrelevant or unknown to me, then I have to construct that sentences into which voice?
Passive.
Passive. Passive voice. Suppose you are not well and you go to the path lab for your blood sample. अगर इफ यू रीड द ब्लड रिपोर्ट तो वहां पर लाइन लिखी गई होती है ब्लड सैंपल हैज बीन टेकन, फुल स्टॉप। कभी पढ़ना इस लाइन को, ब्लड सैंपल हैज बीन टेकन बिकॉज we are least bother now who has taken our blood, either the compounder or either the lab attendant, either the doctor, we are least bother। हमारे लिए सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट क्या है? ब्लड सैंपल।
Blood sample.
ब्लड सैंपल तो
Object.
हाँ, तो इसलिए हमेशा हम किस वॉइस में बनाते हैं? पैसिव वॉइस।
Passive voice.
Yes.
ब्लड सैंपल हैज बीन। क्लियर?
Has been.
Okay, now I'm
Yes.
giving some lines. Note down quickly. Hi, Karabi. Yes. Okay.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, dear. Right. Chalo. अब now write down. I'm giving some sentences. Please note down as quickly as you can. लिखो जो कुछ लाइनें, उससे ज्यादा और क्लियर होगा। Suppose. Okay, write down. Mr. John is a grammar teacher. Mr. John is a grammar teacher. Next. Mr. John teaches grammar in a very effective way. Mr. John teaches grammar in a very effective way. Next. Mr. John uses different methods. Mr. John uses different methods. Next. Mr. John loves their students. Mr. John loves their students. Okay, now read this entire paragraph. Read this. Anyone?
Mr. John is a grammar teacher.
Hmm.
Mr. John teaches grammar in a effective way.
Huh?
Mr. John uses different methods.
Huh?
Mr. John loves their students.
Yes. Yagnesh, have you what you analyze after reading these 3-4 lines? Any realization?
There is a subject,
Huh?
there is an object also, sir, ma'am.
Okay. 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 Anything more which you realized? Okay. Anyone?
Yes, ma'am. Mr. John was emphasized here.
Yes. Mr. John is using repeatedly. Mr. John, Mr. John, Mr. John, Mr. John. Although we have just given the 4 lines, still this is
Hmm.
acceptable. But suppose if we have to write a one paragraph, 10, 20 lines. So again, the repetition is coming. Mr. John, Mr. John, Mr. John. So don't you think so? It becomes very monotonous. Again,
Yes,
बार
ma'am.
बार एक ही चीज आ रही है. Now, what we can do? देखो, what we can do. I don't want to use Mr. John. Then, what we can do?
He.
Yes. चेतन, इसको जरा he के साथ रिप्लेस करके पढ़ो.
Yes.
हाँ.
So Mr. John is a grammar teacher.
हम्म.
He teaches he teaches grammar
In an
in very
effective way. हाँ.
and he uses different methods to teach grammar. And he knows their students.
He knows students. कुछ लगा इसको पढ़कर? कुछ लगा इफेक्टिव लगा? क्या करा हमने? कुछ नहीं करा. हमने क्या करा? सिंपल मिस्टर जॉन को हमने रिप्लेस कर दिया एक प्रोनाउन के साथ, ही के साथ. सो अगेन अब किसका रिपीटिशन स्टार्ट हो गया?
He.
Pronoun.
ही का, प्रोनाउन का रिपीटिशन स्टार्ट हो गया. अगेन इट बिकम्स वेरी मोनोटोनस. Okay, now if I ask, what is an effective communication? What is an effective communication in grammar terms, not in fluency terms? Grammar terms में effective communication क्या है? Once you blend two voices and then write. I'm not saying कि all entire paragraph you have to write in active. I'm not saying entire paragraph you have to write in passive. What is effective communication? If you combine, if you blend both the voices and then write a paragraph, then you can see the beauty of that paragraph. Right? No doubt, पैसिव वॉइस आर डिफिकल्ट टू कंस्ट्रक्ट, तो हमारा रेशो हमेशा रहता है 70 to 30% और 60 to 40%. 60% you have to use active voice, 40% you have to use the passive voice. Okay, in this way we can make. But trust me guys, if you blend both the voices, then your communication will be more effective. हम कहते हैं ना, why we have joined this, ma'am, to become an effective speaker, to become an effective communicator. But how? कैसे? So these also you have to include in your communication. Right? So now the objective is clear why you are going to discuss the active voice. Sorry, passive voice. Suppose, आपके घर, suppose करो there is some party at your home. Some guests came to your home, comes to your home. तो आप ये बोलते हैं कि मेरी मम्मी, या सपोज करो you call some cook or some chef. तो in this way we speak. या मेरी मम्मी खाना बना रही है, या ये मेरा शेफ खाना बना रहा है, खा के जाइएगा. नो, इन दिस वे वी डोंट स्पीक. हम सिंपल क्या बोलते हैं? खाना बन रहा है, खा के जाइएगा. खाना बन रहा है. कौन सा वॉइस है ये? किसके ऊपर एम्फेसाइज कर रहे हैं? फूड के ऊपर.
Passive.
फूड क्या है?
Passive voice.
ऑब्जेक्ट है. तो वी
Object.
हैव टू कंस्ट्रक्ट दिस सेंटेंस इनटू द पैसिव.
Passive.
Clear it? Food is being prepared. Please have it. Clear? कहां पर एक्टिव यूज करना है, कहां पर पैसिव यूज करना है? Is it clear, everyone?
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes we forgot the subject, although the subject is very important, but sometimes we forgot the subject. So in that case also you can construct that sentence into the passive voice.
Passive.
Passive. ठीक है? कराबी, this is for you if you want to teach your kids ना, नहीं समझ आ रहा कि subject याद नहीं आ रहा, तो just tell you make the sentences in the passive voice. चलो, now start the session. Now I'm going to start the session. First we will discuss the rules. Guys, it will take 3 to 4 sessions of the passive. Passive voice एक class में नहीं complete होगा. It will take 3 to 4 sessions because I have covered passive voice from each and every angle. हर एक एंगल मैंने कवर करा है पैसिव वॉइस का. क्लियर दिस थिंग? ओके जी. Let's start from the very basic. Now read this sentence.
The thief
The thief
stole
stole
the
the
laptop.
laptop.
The thief stole the laptop. What is the subject?
Stole.
What is the subject in this sentence?
Thief.
Thief.
The
Thief. Thief is the subject. किसने चुराया लैपटॉप? Thief ने. What is the verb in this sentence?
Stole.
Stole. What is an
Stole.
object? What is an object in this sentence?
Laptop. Laptop.
Laptop. Laptop. ठीक है? तो thief जो है the subject performs an action. लैपटॉप. अब अच्छा, अब हमने बचपन में क्या पढ़ा था? What we learned in our childhood कि how to make the passive voice. What we learned कि ऑब्जेक्ट का सब्जेक्ट, सब्जेक्ट का ऑब्जेक्ट. ये हमने कुछ याद आ रहा है? थोड़ा थोड़ा हमने ऐसे ही पढ़ा था कि हाउ टू मेक द पैसिव वॉइस. जो ऑब्जेक्ट है उसको सब्जेक्ट बना दो, जो सब्जेक्ट है उसको ऑब्जेक्ट बना दो. करा भी? नाउ कन्वर्ट दिस. ऑब्जेक्ट का सब्जेक्ट, सब्जेक्ट का ऑब्जेक्ट बनाओ इसको.
laptop was stolen by the
नहीं,
thief.
अभी सिंपल बनाओ. ऑब्जेक्ट का सब्जेक्ट, सब्जेक्ट का ऑब्जेक्ट. तो हम क्या बना देंगे? द लैपटॉप स्टोल द थीफ. लैपटॉप हमारा सब्जेक्ट की जगह पे आ गया और थीफ कहाँ चला गया? हमारा ऑब्जेक्ट की जगह.
Of
तो क्या बन गया? लैपटॉप स्टोल द थीफ. बट इज इट पॉसिबल? नो. सो इट
No.
मीन्स कुछ ना कुछ प्रॉब्लम है हमारा. So this is wrong. So this is wrong, right? So then this is a structure. This is a structure. Object का subject, subject का object. Then we have to use one suppose. Some noise is coming. I don't know from where. Deepu, some noise is coming from your end. Yes. So object का subject, subject का object. So we have to put here. Then we have to use one supporting verb. Then we have to use main verb. Then we have to use one connector. कनेक्टर जो पैसिव वॉइस में यूज किया जाता है, दैट इज कॉल्ड बाय. BY बाय. एंड देन सब्जेक्ट का ऑब्जेक्ट. नाउ
Laptop was.
अब हाउ वी गेट टू नो कि विच सपोर्टिंग वर्ब वी हैव टू यूज? उसके लिए यू हैव टू चेक द टेंस. कौन सी टेंस में लिखा है ये सेंटेंस? पास्ट
Past.
टेंस में।
Or past.
पास्ट टेंस में लिखा है तो अभी हम वैसे डिटेल में करेंगे। If the sentence is written in the past tense, so you have to use two supporting verbs, either was or were. Either was or were. But laptop is a singular subject, so you have to use was. Then stole, then buy the thief. Okay? This is clear, but still this is wrong. Still this is wrong. Why? Because जो main verb आता है, that you have always use in the past participle. This is the rule of the passive voice, whatever the tense it is, चाहे continuous भी हो, कोई भी tense हो, you have to use the main verb in the
Past participle.
past participle. What does
Past
it mean, past participle? Verb का third form.
Third.
कोई भी tense हो, please make sure whatever the tense it is, you have to use the main verb in the past participle. Okay? Deju eats an apple. What is the tense?
Present
And
is simple.
Present.
Present. There are the four types of present.
Simple
Present
present.
indefinite.
Simple present. Simple present.
Simple
Very good. Okay. What is this tense?
Simple
It's
past.
Simple
past.
Simple past. Simple
Simple
past. Very good. What is this tense?
Future. Simple future.
Future.
Simple
Future.
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 Simple
Future.
future. Now this is very important. You can note down what are the supporting verbs you can use in present, what are the supporting verbs you can use in past, simple past, and what are the supporting verbs you can use in future. Present अगर है तो हमारे को सिर्फ क्या use करना है is am are. Okay. अगर past है तो हमें क्या use करना है was and were. And if it is a future, simple future, so then we have to use add only be. Be. Okay. Done?
Done.
Now I'm coming to the main. Active to passive. Active, we already discussed the structure, subject part plus verb plus ROP. He loves English. He loves English. What is subject? He. What is loves? Verb. What is
Verb.
English? ROP.
हाँ.
ठीक है. अब इसको हमारे को कन्वर्ट करना है पैसिव में. पैसिव में we have to convert. पैसिव में we have to convert. Okay. Now सबसे पहले किससे स्टार्ट करेंगे हम इसको?
English.
English. Very good.
English.
Start.
English.
English. आगे. Then you have to use one supporting verb.
English is
Hmm.
Is
Is
English is
loved
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 by him.
by him.
by
by
him.
him.
English is loved by him. English is loved by him. Either you speak in active voice or either you speak in passive voice. The meaning is same. The meaning is same. But by him it's not mandatory at the time of speaking. हम हिंदी में भी ऐसे बोलते हैं, मेरे द्वारा इंग्लिश को प्यार किया जाता है. हम हिंदी में भी नहीं बोलते. So why we unnecessarily speak in English unnecessary until and until it is not mandatory to give the emphasis on the subject. Then you can use, otherwise try to omit by. Unnecessary we are creating the long sentence. But yes, at the time of writing, it is mandatory. Okay. I love English. English is loved. I love English. English is loved. Now, we will discuss some rules. सबसे पहले, I will share the whole PDF, so no need to write anything. Just you understand. What is the passive voice rule? Object, then verb, then subject part. Okay, now this is a list. This is a list. If the subject is she, तो वो object में क्या convert होगा? और अगर object है तो वो vice versa हो जाएगा. She किस में convert होता है?
Her.
Her. He,
Uh,
him.
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 I,
Me.
me. They,
Them.
them. We,
Us.
Us.
us. You,
You.
you. Vice versa. अगर her होगा तो वो किस में change हो जाएगा? हमारा she में, him होगा he में, me होगा I में, them होगा they में, us होगा we में, you का you. ठीक है? That we will discuss later on. I am calling you. Okay, okay. अब I'm going to discuss some rules. Although this rules will also applicable in this PDF, but थोड़ा सा मैं written लिख रही हूँ and I appreciate if you note down. If you note down, देखो, if I say simple present, I hope the screen is visible. The font size is okay.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Simple present में what the supporting verbs you have to use
Desire.
is MR. ठीक है, am भी है. Simple past
Was
में
were.
Was were.
was where. ठीक है, ये याद होने चाहिए. देखो थोड़ा सा ना, was were. Future, simple future में
Be.
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 Just be.
B. Very good. If there is a continuous tense, whether it is present, whether it is past, whether it is perfect, you have to add one extra verb, and that is called being.
Being.
That is called being. Whenever it is a continuous tense. जैसे ही वर्ड continuous आ जाता है, you have to put one extra verb. चाहे प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट कॉन्टिन्यूअस भी क्यों ना हो, यू हैव टू पुट. If there is a perfect tense, whether it is simple perfect, present perfect, past perfect, future perfect, you have to use one extra verb, that is called being. That is called being. One thing guys, you realized, ये supporting verbs is MR कौन सी family से है? Is MR from which family?
B.
Very
B
good.
family.
Was were?
B.
Same ma'am. B family.
Be verb?
B.
Being?
Same.
Yes.
B family.
Been?
B family.
Be.
Be. So what are the supporting verbs? What are the extra verbs you put? You all take from the B family. Okay, so just keep into your mind whatever the supporting verbs you are using, whatever the extra verbs you are using, always take from the B family. So it is easy to retain into your mind. Now I'm going to write the structure of a, इसका structure passive voice का. Passive voice का structure क्या है? Simple. Subject का object, ठीक है, जो भी object है वो आपका subject बन जाएगा. Plus आपका SV stands for the supporting verb. Supporting verb बोलो, auxiliary verb बोलो, helping verb बोलो, all are synonyms to each other. Then you have to use the extra verb. Extra verb कौन से केस में लगता है? In which case you have to put the extra verb? Extra verb लगेगा सिर्फ आपका continuous tense में
Continuous
और
tense में
perfect tense में.
अच्छा.
और perfect tense में. There are only two tenses in which you have to put the extra verb. अगर if there is a continuous tense, so what the extra verb you have to use?
Being.
Being. Very good. If there is a perfect tense, so what extra verb you have to use?
Been.
Be.
Been. Very good. उसके बाद आपका main verb आएगा. Main verb कौन से फॉर्म में आता है? V3 फॉर्म. V3 फॉर्म में. देन आपका आएगा कनेक्टर बाय, एंड देन आपका आएगा ऑब्जेक्ट का सब्जेक्ट. दिस इज अ स्ट्रक्चर, कंप्लीट स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ एन पैसिव. अगर कॉन्टिन्यूअस नहीं है, इफ देयर इज नो कॉन्टिन्यूअस टेंस, सो व्हाट यू कैन ओमिट फ्रॉम दिस एक्स्ट्रा वर्ब आप रिमूव कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, क्लियर?
Clear ma'am.
क्लियर?
Yes, yes.
एवरीवन डन? ओके, चलो, नाउ आई एम कमिंग. Okay, I am calling you. Just try. ठीक है, this is a very beginning. Just try. There are a lot of examples. Yes, I am calling you. Just try to make the passive voice.
You are
हाँ?
You are being called by him.
Yes, very good. You are being called. देखो, you सबसे पहले लेके आओ. Now, this is a continuous tense, so either you have to put is, am, are. कुछ भी आपको इसमें से पुट करना है. That changes according to the subject. You के साथ आता है are. But this is a continuous tense, so you have to put one extra verb that is called being. And then कॉल का क्या हो जाएगा? कॉल्ड. You are being called. So what is the rule? Subject part is not necessary. No need to write by. And verb always in the passive voice will always have an extra. Okay. I have celebrated Eid. Okay. One by one. Yes. Yagnesh, try.
Eid was celebrated by me.
Eid. Eid.
Eid Eid
हाँ.
was
कौन सा?
celebrated by
नहीं
me.
नहीं 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 यज्ञेश, ये कौन सा टेंस है? टेंस है हमारा परफेक्ट. परफेक्ट टेंस है. ठीक है. प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट टेंस है. प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट में ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब्स कौन से होते हैं? इफ यू वांट टू राइट डाउन, लिखो. प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट में ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब्स होते हैं हैज
Is
एंड हैव. हैज एंड हैव.
has a
परफेक्ट. परफेक्ट में, प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट में ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब्स होते हैं हैज एंड हैव. पैसिव वॉइस में वो एज इट इज आ जाएगा.
okay.
It has been.
हाँ.
Has been celebrated by me.
Yes, Eid has been celebrated by me. देखो, हमेशा आपको चेक करना है ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब. अगर आपका सिंपल प्रेजेंट है तो ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब क्या लगेंगे? आई एम गोइंग अगेन, एक बार हम रिपीट करते हैं. इफ यू वांट टू राइट डाउन यू कैन. इफ देयर इज अ सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस, so what the auxiliary verb you have to use?
Is MR.
Is MR. Very good. Okay, if there is a simple past tense, so what the auxiliary verbs you have to use?
Was were.
Was
were.
were. Was were. If there is a present perfect tense, present perfect, then what the auxiliary verbs you have to use?
Have has.
Have
Have,
has.
have.
Have has. Very good. If there is a past perfect tense, so what the auxiliary verb you have to use?
Had.
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 लेकिन
Had.
इनके साथ एक एक्स्ट्रा वर्ब आप पुट करेंगे been.
के been.
Been.
Have
Been.
been.
Had
Been.
been.
Had been, have been, has been. Right? If it is a
Yes.
Yes.
continuous, if it is a present continuous tense, so what the supporting verbs you will use?
Been.
Is being.
Are.
Is, am,
Been.
are, or being.
Is a mark.
Being.
Being.
Being. If it is a past continuous tense, so what are the supporting verbs you have to use?
Was.
Was were
Are
being.
and being.
Being.
If it is
Was
a
being.
future, if it is a future perfect tense, then
Will.
Will.
will
Will.
have. देखो, write down, write down.
Will
Please.
have been. Will
हाँ.
have been.
हाँ, एक बार लिखो. फ्यूचर में फ्यूचर टेंसेस आर वेरी इजी टू मेक द पैसिव वॉइस. व्हाई? बिकॉज फ्यूचर टेंस में जो भी ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब्स लिखे होते हैं एक्टिव वॉइस में, वही आ जाते हैं एज इट इज. फ्यूचर टेंस में आपको कोई चेंज नहीं करना. अभी वी विल सी सम एग्जांपल्स. वी विल सी सम एग्जांपल्स. यहां तक क्लियर? ओके. एक्स्ट्रा वर्ब, हाँ, ये भी मैंने बताया था ना. एक्स्ट्रा वर्ब, एक्स्ट्रा वर्ब जो भी सपोर्टिंग वर्ब है वो कौन सी फैमिली से लेना है आपको? बी फैमिली.
Be family.
Always take from the B family. Extra verb कहाँ बैठाते हैं? Where we have to sit the extra verb? Extra verb will always sit before the action verb. हमेशा action verb से पहले बैठेगा. She will be cooking rice. She will be cooking rice. Chetan.
The future.
Okay.
Future.
Chetan, what is an object? सबसे पहले object find out करो.
Rice.
Rice. Start करो rice से.
Rice. Roti, cook, rice.
Rice. हाँ. What are the supporting verbs in this?
Rice. Rice.
हाँ.
Rice has been cooking.
नो 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 नो. चेतन, चेतन, इसमें सपोर्टिंग वर्ब क्या लगा हुआ है? पहले मेरे को ये बताओ, सपोर्टिंग वर्ब कौन से लगे हुए हैं इस सेंटेंस
Be.
में?
Be. Man. Be.
ओनली बी. ओनली बी.
Will. Will be.
विल बी.
Will
विल
be.
बी. विल बी कौन सा टेंस है? कौन सा टेंस है?
Future. Future. Future.
फ्यूचर है.
consideration.
फ्यूचर है ना. तो फ्यूचर इज, फ्यूचर सेंटेंसेस आर वेरी इजी टू कंस्ट्रक्ट. जो भी ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब आपको एक्टिव वॉइस में लिखे हुए हैं वो ही एज इट इज लिख दो. कोई चेंज नहीं करना फ्यूचर के अंदर. बनाओ. राइस विल बी.
Rice will be
हाँ.
cooked. Rice will be cooked by sea. Cooked by
चेतन, चेतन कौन सा टेंस है? ये टेंस कौन सा है?
future, man. Future.
फ्यूचर का कौन सा है? देयर आर द 4 टाइप्स ऑफ फ्यूचर.
फ्यूचर कंटिन्यू।
कॉन्टिन्यूअस है, जैसे ही कॉन्टिन्यूअस लग गया, कौन सा एक्स्ट्रा वर्ब आपको पुट करना है?
राइस विल बी कुकिंग।
नो 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 Chetan, see continuous, if there is a continuous tense, so what extra
राइस विल बी कुकिंग बाय
no Chetan,
Rice will being
rice will be
विल बी
cooked by her.
being cooked. चेतन, अभी मैंने बताया ना, जब भी हमारा कॉन्टिन्यूअस टेंस होगा तो आपको एक एक्स्ट्रा वर्ब पुट करना पड़ेगा, बीइंग।
बीइंग। ओके ओके।
और कुकिंग नहीं बोलना, पैसिव वॉइस में कभी भी आईएनजी नहीं आएगा, पैसिव वॉइस में हमेशा V3 फॉर्म आएगा। राइस
मैम ये ऐसा नहीं आएगा, राइस विल बी कुक्ड बाय हर।
नहीं, how this is a continuous tense है, whenever it is a continuous tense, whether it is present continuous, past continuous, future continuous, present perfect continuous, future perfect continuous, you have to put one extra verb, that is called being। तभी तो पता चलेगा कि पैसिव है, नहीं तो हाउ कम। ओके, देखो ये ध्यान रखो, how many verbs in the active voice, how many verbs in the active voice?
three verb.
Three verbs, three verbs।
What?
पैसिव वॉइस में हमेशा एक वर्ब एक्स्ट्रा होगा ही होगा, दिस इज द रूल। नाउ हाउ मेनी वर्ब्स इन द पैसिव वॉइस?
4
Four.
तो हमें अगर अगर ये कंफ्यूजन आ रहा है ना कि क्या लगाना है, तो हमेशा काउंट द नंबर ऑफ द वर्ब्स।
मैम लेकिन ये साउंड थोड़ा गलत, ऐसा लगता है कि राइस विल बी बीइंग
एक्चुअली नहीं यज्ञेश, मैं बताती हूँ, एट द टाइम ऑफ स्पीकिंग ना 4 टेंसेस ऐसे हैं जिनका हम पैसिव जो है वो यूज नहीं करते एट द टाइम ऑफ स्पीकिंग। वो कौन कौन से 4 टेंसेस हैं हमारे? प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट कॉन्टिन्यूअस, पास्ट परफेक्ट कॉन्टिन्यूअस, फ्यूचर परफेक्ट कॉन्टिन्यूअस एंड फ्यूचर कॉन्टिन्यूअस।
अच्छा ओके।
इनके हम पैसिव जो हैं एट द टाइम ऑफ स्पीकिंग अगर देखोगे यूज नहीं करते, बट स्टिल यू शुड नो द रूल्स, यू शुड नो द रूल्स, इसलिए ना पूरा एंटायर आई कवर्ड दिस। ठीक है, इन 4 का हम यूसेज नहीं करते, पैसिव वॉइस सिर्फ हम 8 के ही बनाते हैं कि अननेसेसरी है, वैसे ही इतने लंबे हैं, अननेसेसरी हम और लंबे बना देते हैं सेंटेंसेस को, बट एटलीस्ट यू शुड नो द रूल्स। चलो नेक्स्ट, action verb will always be the last. They are the 3 verbs in the passive voice. They are the 3 verbs in the passive voice. First one is
Be verb.
supporting verb. First one
Supporting.
is supporting verb. Second verb is, तुम लोगों ने कुछ लिखा नहीं था जब मैंने स्क्रीन पे लिखा था, वो स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ अ पैसिव वॉइस लिखा था, स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ अ पैसिव वॉइस, उसमें मैंने तीनों वर्ब्स लिखवाए थे, पढ़ो एक बार उसको।
Extra verb.
Supporting verb,
हाँ
extra verb,
हाँ,
main verb.
main verb. So they are the 3 verbs in the passive voice: supporting verb, extra verb, main verb। main verb को action verb भी बोलते हैं, और action verb कहाँ बैठते हैं? सबसे लास्ट। सबसे पहले supporting verb आएगा, फिर extra verb आएगा, फिर main verb आएगा। Action verb will always be in the past participle. Devu, you want to say something? हाँ?
He will be being
Being
killed by
हाँ 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 हाँ, अच्छा इसका, यस, ये तो अभी हम ले ही नहीं रहे, चलो नेक्स्ट लेते हैं। देबू, वुड यू लाइक टू ट्राई?
yes ma'am. She will have completed her work. She
व्हाट इज एन ऑब्जेक्ट? देखो पैसिव वॉइस में सबसे ज्यादा एम्फेसाइज होता है आपका ऑब्जेक्ट का। इफ यू नो व्हाट इज एन ऑब्जेक्ट, यू कैन इजीली कंस्ट्रक्ट।
she
Okay, now write down one thing which is very important, guys, where you are getting stuck. How to identify the object. मैं बार बार बोल रही हूँ आइडेंटिफाई द ऑब्जेक्ट, और उसी में सबसे ज्यादा स्ट्रगल हो रहा है, क्योंकि हमें नहीं समझ आ रहा कि ऑब्जेक्ट को आइडेंटिफाई कैसे करना है। राइट? एम आई राइट और रॉन्ग?
yes ma'am.
किसी ने पूछा तो किसी ने, सब ऐसे लिख रहे हैं थीसिस जैसे, अभी बस कल ही ग्रामर की बुक पब्लिश करने वाले हैं। और मेरे को ये समझ नहीं आ रहा लिख क्या रहे हो, जब कुछ पूछ रही हो तो कुछ नहीं बता रहे हो, और फिर भी एवरीवन इज बिजी इन राइटिंग। लिखो हाउ,
Concept should be clear.
हाँ
Concept.
बट पता होना चाहिए ना हाउ टू आइडेंटिफाई। अब देखो
Yeah.
मेरे को जो लगा कि व्हाट आई रियलाइज बाय सीइंग योर फेसेस बाय आस्किंग द क्वेश्चंस, you guys are not getting ki how to identify the object. There are the two ways to identify the object. लिखो ये important है. There are the two ways to identify the object. First, object always comes after the main verb. Object always comes after the main. Object always comes after the main verb. My mother is cooking the food. What is an object in this sentence?
Food.
Food. How? Chetan, how to identify?
Object. Cooking is a verb.
Main verb. Cooking is a
Main verb.
main verb. Cooking is a main verb. Main verb के बाद जो भी कुछ आया वो हमारा ऑब्जेक्ट हो गया. This is a point number 1. Second लिखो, क्योंकि सिर्फ एक ही आप हर जगह you cannot apply this statement in each and every situation. Second लिखो. Object. What comes in place of an object? What comes in place of an object? Write down. Either noun or pronoun can comes in place of an object. या तो noun हो सकता है या pronoun हो सकता है. That comes in the place of an object. Now, my mother is cooking the food. First way क्या है? What is coming after the main verb? Food. Second,
The food.
food. Food क्या है? Food is a noun or pronoun?
Object.
Yes, food is a noun. Food is a noun. नेम है किसी भी द डिस्क्राइबिंग वर्ड, जिस भी चीज को आप डिस्क्राइब कर सकते हैं दैट बिकम्स द नाउन. ओके, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल आई लाइक हिम. आई लाइक हिम. व्हाट इज एन ऑब्जेक्ट इन दिस सेंटेंस?
Him.
लाइक नहीं चेतन, लाइक तो वर्ब हो गया ना.
Verb है.
वर्ब है.
Yes.
वर्ब के बाद क्या आया? वर्ब के बाद क्या आया?
Him.
हिम आया. अब हिम
Him.
मे बी यू गाइस आर कंफ्यूजिंग यार, हिम आ गया पता नहीं क्या है, लेकिन हिम क्या, अब तुम सेकंड स्टेटमेंट इसमें पुट करो. हिम इज अ नाउन? नो, हिम इज नॉट अ नाउन. बट हिम इज अ प्रोनाउन? यस, हिम इज अ प्रोनाउन.
Yes.
So then you can choose him. You can start the passive voice by using him. Okay? I love books. I love books. What is an object?
Books.
I
Book.
love books. What is an object?
Books.
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 Books. Books. I go to school. I go to school. What is an object?
School.
School.
School is an object. School is an object. Now, please, guys, note this sentence. I go to school. Definitely, we will discuss on this. Up now. Debu, now make this. She will have completed her work. Choose the object. Huh.
Her.
Her, only her?
Her work.
Her
Sorry.
work. What is coming after the main verb? That all becomes the object. Her work. Now start with her work.
She work.
Her work. Her work. नहीं. देबो अगर यहाँ पर खाली हर होता then you can make she. But इसके
अच्छा.
साथ आपका कुछ जुड़ गया है तो you cannot make. Now this is a
Okay.
complete object. Yes.
Her work
हाँ.
will.
हाँ.
Her work will have been completed by her.
Her. Very good. Very good. Hassan is also right. Debu is also right. Her work will have been completed. Why? Because this is a future. So future tense is very easy to construct as it is auxiliary verbs आ जाएंगे. No need to think. Has आएगा, have आएगा, is आएगा, am आएगा, जो भी है वो as it is लगा दो. But it is a perfect tense. तो इसलिए you have to put one extra verb that is called be. Okay, Abhishek, my mother cooked biryani.
Biryani
Hmm.
was being cooked by my mother.
Was being. Why you have used being? Is it is a continuous tense?
Sorry, my biryani was cooked by my mother.
Yes, biryani was cooked. Biryani was cooked by my mom. Yes, very nice, Hassan. Okay. The extra verb will follow the partnership rule. अगर subject singular है तो verb भी singular आएगा. Subject plural है तो verb भी plural होगा. Okay. She was singing a song. She was singing a song. Yes, Mr. Prasad, would you like to try?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
A song,
Hmm.
a song was being sung by her.
A song was being sung by her. हसन बस इस नहीं आना था क्योंकि was है तो was आएगा. A song was being sung by her. Very nice. Yes. Yagnesh.
My friend had gifted me on my birthday.
Hmm.
My friend had gifted me on my birthday.
Hmm. What is an
On my
object?
birthday,
हाँ.
yeah. On my birthday, my friend gifted me.
What is an object in this sentence?
Object is my friend had
Me.
gifted. Birthday. On my birthday.
What comes after the verb? Main verb? Okay, what is the main verb in this sentence?
I had been gifted by my friend.
नहीं नहीं अब Hassan that is okay but Yagnesh I'm asking
Gifted.
what is a
Gifted
main verb?
is,
Gifted is a main verb. Gifted is a main
yes.
verb. Now how to identify the object? What is coming after the main verb? Main verb के बाद क्या आ
Me,
रहा है? Me
me on
on
my
the
birthday.
me on my birthday. Me on my birthday is coming after the main verb so that is become your object. ठीक है?
Okay. Me
First statement is
on my
clear.
birthday.
अब
Yes, yes.
देखो नाउ प्लीज नोट डाउन. देखो अब इसके अंदर अब हम कैसे चेक करेंगे कि हमारे को मी से स्टार्ट करना है या फिर बर्थडे से स्टार्ट करना है. बिकॉज सेकेंड अब आप यू हैव टू अप्लाई द सेकेंड स्टेटमेंट. सेकेंड स्टेटमेंट क्या है? व्हाट कम्स इन प्लेस ऑफ एन ऑब्जेक्ट? ईदर द प्रोनाउन और नाउन. प्रोनाउन क्या है? व्हाट इज अ प्रोनाउन? मी. मी इज अ
Hmm.
प्रोनाउन. एंड व्हाट इज अ नाउन?
My friend.
नहीं नहीं
No,
नहीं नहीं. ऑब्जेक्ट. ऑब्जेक्ट की जगह पे जो आ रहा है वो क्या है? बर्थडे.
but
Birthday is a noun. Birthday is a
Now.
noun. But we cannot start this sentence with birthday. Why? What is the reason? Why we can't say that birthday had been gifted? We cannot make in this way. Why? Because देखो, see guys, ये बहुत important है. I'm using my screen. If this is a sentence, can anyone tell me how many verbs in this sentence?
Love,
Two.
read,
Two
How
verbs.
many? How many? How
Two.
many?
Two, ma'am.
Two.
Two verbs.
Two,
Two
two,
verbs
ma'am.
in this sentence. First
two,
is love and second is
Love,
read.
love is of which type of verb?
main verb.
Main
Main
verb.
verb.
Main verb. Very good. Main verb. And to read is of which type of verb?
Supporting,
Infinite
supporting.
verb.
Infinite form.
Verb.
इनफाइनाइट फॉर्म. ठीक है, यहाँ तक हमारे को क्लियर है. दिस इज क्लियर बिकॉज अगर वर्ब से पहले हमारा टू लगा है, इफ टू इज कमिंग बिफोर द वर्ब सो इट बिकम्स अ इनफाइनाइट वर्ब. यहाँ तक हमारे को बिल्कुल क्लियर है. नाउ आई गो टू स्कूल. हाउ मेनी वर्ब्स इन दिस सेंटेंस?
Only one verb,
One.
ma'am.
ओनली वन
One,
वर्ब.
one.
बट डोंट यू थिंक सो यहाँ पर भी तो टू लगा है?
The school is the noun, madam.
School is
Yes,
a noun, madam.
yes. School is a noun. School is a noun. तो यहाँ पर अगर noun से पहले हमारा to लगा है तो it becomes preposition. It
Yes.
becomes preposition. If to is followed before the noun, so it becomes a preposition. But if to is followed before the verb, it becomes a infinite. तो आपको ये पता होना चाहिए कि यहाँ पर ये नाउन आ रहा है या ये वर्ब आ रहा है,
Infinite verb.
इनफाइनाइट वर्ब आ रहा है। क्लियर दिस थिंग?
Yes.
Yes.
अब देखो, अब वो वहां पर था मी, क्या था, ऑन माई बर्थडे, ये था ना ऑब्जेक्ट, ये था ना। अब यहाँ पर ये तो हमारा हो गया प्रेपोजिशन, एंड ऑन माई बर्थडे, बर्थडे हो गया नाउन। लेकिन बर्थडे से पहले, अगर नाउन से पहले हमारा कोई भी प्रेपोजिशन आता है, दिस इज ऑल्सो प्रेपोजिशन ऑन। इफ एनी प्रेपोजिशन इज कमिंग बिफोर एनी नाउन, तो वो क्या बन जाता है? इट बिकम्स अ प्रेपोजिशनल फ्रेज। If any preposition is coming before the noun, so it does not consider as an object, it becomes a prepositional phrase. So prepositional phrase ko we cannot change, that is coming as it is. तो on my birthday को आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते, that is coming as it is. तो अब क्या बचा? सिर्फ क्या बचा है आपके पास अब?
Me.
मी। अब मी से आपको पैसिव बनाना पड़ेगा। नाउ स्टार्ट।
I.
Yes. Hassan, you want to say?
Yes, madam.
हाँ जी, बोलो।
I had been gifted by my friend on my birthday.
Yes, very good. I had been gifted on my birthday by my friend. Because आपने me को use करके me का क्या बना दिया आपने? I.
I.
Had as it is आएगा, और this is a perfect, so you have to put one extra verb, that is called been. I had been gifted on my birthday as it is. This is clear why you cannot
Yes.
touch this part, because preposition is coming. Okay, just write down one more sentence. Okay, and I appreciate if Abhishek will give the answer. Abhishek, write down.
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone will write, but I need the first response from the Abhishek. I go with her. I go with her. Just try to convert this into the passive. I go with her. What is an object?
Object is
Go.
I go with her.
हाँ.
There is no object.
Why? Her नहीं है? Her pronoun नहीं है?
बस उससे पहले with आया है ना?
Yes, very good, very good. Because her से पहले with आ गया है, with आते ही ये क्या बन जाएगा? This is not considered as an object, it becomes a prepositional phrase. So there is no object. If there is no object, you cannot convert that sentence into the passive. Clear this thing? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
My father had been watering the garden. Karabi. Karabi, unmute.
My father had been watering the garden. The garden
हाँ,
had been
had been
being watered
watered by my father. Very good, Karabi. The garden had been being watered. She lives in Mumbai. Chetan. Check the object, check the object. Mumbai, yes, very good. Mumbai is a noun because it is a name of a place. So Mumbai is a noun. So noun आ गया आपके पास. So then you can make बनाओ.
There is no object, ma'am.
There is no object. Why?
In Mumbai.
Yes. Chetan, मुंबई से पहले क्या लगा हुआ है?
In.
इन लग गया तो ये क्या बन गया? Prepositional phrase. Preposition phrase बनते ही ये क्या हो गया? यहाँ पर तो कोई object ही नहीं बचा. There is no
Correct, ma'am.
object. तो अगर object ही नहीं होगा, so how you can convert that sentence into the passive? Okay?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Write down one more sentence. I laughed at her. I laughed at her. I laughed at her.
Condition.
Yes. Mr. Prasad, I laughed at her.
Same, madam. Again, it is a propositional phrase.
Okay, okay, okay.
At,
Anyone?
at her is the proposition.
Everyone agreed?
Yes, ma'am.
I
It is a
laughed
Yes.
at
Yes, ma'am.
her. I laughed at her. But my dear students, laugh is a verb that is coming along with at. So laugh at जो है, it is a same verb. It is a same verb. So you can make the passive of this sentence. He was laughed at. There are some verbs in the next class na, or in the WhatsApp group na. In the WhatsApp group, I will share some verbs. I will share some verbs. जो उसके साथ ही आता है. लाफ एट बोलते हैं, हम बोलते नहीं है ज्यादातर, लेकिन करेक्टली हम वी हैव टू यूज लाफ के साथ एट. चलो
What
नेक्स्ट.
will be the, ma'am?
सॉरी.
Can you
What will be
frame
the
the
passive?
sentence again?
I laughed at her. She was laughed at. She was laughed at. If there is any preposition, we cannot change. ठीक है, ये हमने डिस्कस कर लिया. Okay. My father had gifted a car. My father had gifted a car. Yes, Abhishek.
A car had been gifted by my father.
Very good. A car had been gifted by my father. Yes. He has been singing songs. Debu?
Sing song. Song has been being.
Debu, songs. S लगा हुआ है.
हाँ,
Songs have been.
have been being sung by him.
Very nice. Very nice.
Perfect.
Songs have been being sung by him. Excellent. Yagnesh?
She invited me.
Hmm.
I am invited by her.
I am.
I was invited.
I was
I
invited.
I was
Invited.
I was invited by her.
Hmm.
Hassan, she will be
Yes, ma'am.
gifting. क्या है sentence? She will be
He
gifting
will be
me.
gifting me.
हाँ.
I will be being gifted.
I will be being gifted. Excellent. Acha. Okay, guys. Still we have the time. Still we have the time. Can we will do one more practice?
Yes.
Ma'am.
Everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Done?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes.
Okay. Just give me a sec. Meanwhile, you just recall the rules.